All right, we're back with more Virtue Slash Rewards. So we're here at round 1. We're going to choose to betray Alice.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
As Fine I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
Aw, come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose betray,
How do you
right?
know what she's going to choose?
I guess you could say I just
Are you
know.
making fun of me?
Maybe.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right.
Good. Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
That's pretty much how I thought it would go.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hey, Alice! What the hell is this? You chose betray last time. So I chose betray too. No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Can you tell me one thing? When exactly did you press the
5
button?
minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't. What was going on? When Fine I chose ally, Alice picked betray.
I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But this time I chose betray, and her vote changed to ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen betray and chosen ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there was no way she would have chosen ally. In other words, she must have made a decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws down paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past caused Alice's actions in the future. Easy. But what had just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to that innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decide to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out she went with paper. Damn it. I lose and I'm pissed off. So once again, I go back in time to try and change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I throw out a pair of scissors. But... what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here, since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future. How could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But it wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. What the hell is going on? No, wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Right, of course. Time travel is impossible. There's absolutely, positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true...
The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
Oh, sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right! What in God's name is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose ally.
No way I'd choose betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not... No.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seemed to have resolved things amicably by all choosing Ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the A-B room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, how do we want to do
You
this?
decided the first time, right?
Yeah,
Then can I decide this time?
why
I
you?
think I deserve it. I only have one BP left. Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose? Wouldn't you agree?
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got one BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, and that is?
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
I thought about it for a moment. If I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door with Phi. As far as how I felt about that... Alright, I already did this earlier, but my microphone messed up, so I'm gonna just choose the same option. Yeah, that's
I don't
fine.
have any problems with it.
There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Kay, Quark, and Alice headed for the green door, while Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover ran toward the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Phi, and I ran to the red chromatic door and the next stage of the nonary game.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Huh. Is this a dead
All
end?
3 doors seem to be locked.
Yeah, looks like it.
I wonder what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Why should
Be
I...
dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right. Then I have no choice. Did you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is there?
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry for the confusion. I was talking about your breasts.
It's called dressing modestly? I'll have you know I'm a C cup.
Which isn't really much in Japan. It's like a B cup. If you're a C cup, I'm packing 12 inches. So we guess Sigma isn't well hung either. We continued in that vein for some time until...
What?
Huh?
It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever. Is that okay?
Only the one on the left opened.
The others are still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Yup. What is this place?
It looks like some kind of control room.
I can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window. Maybe a generator?
Right. Well, let's split up and look around.
Cards with the moon on them for the next AB game, right?
Yeah. They're probably in this room somewhere.
Let's get started.
Alright, so as I mentioned, I did this earlier, so this will probably go by real quick. Alright. There's a piece of paper on that clipboard. It says test. Each letter's written in a different color. The T is green, the E is blue, the S is yellow, and the second T is pink. They all look like they've been written with a highlighter. A laptop. It's got something on the screen. It's the letter T. Huh. Did you see that thing plugged into the side of the laptop? Yeah. It looks like a memory stick. I don't think this is a memory card. What? Unless I miss my guess, it's actually a portable scanner. See? There's a thin slit on the end. Just wave that part over any images or text you want to scan. Then you can just plug it back into the laptop. And look at whatever you scanned. Neat. Okay, so we want to combine that with this. And plug it in. Huh. The screen changed. Do you think it's because you pulled that thing out? Oh, hey, the screen's blue now. This is... Looks like a password. You think this is for the panel on the safe? I assume so. Alright. And we want to take that again. Alright. Alright, this piece of paper has 4 rows of 4-digit numbers. The color of each digit seems to be random. Green, blue, yellow, pink. They all look like highlighter colors. Highlighters, you say? Alright, we might as well. A safe. It looks like the ones I saw in the AB room and the infirmary. So if we put in a password, it should open. Looks like it works the same too. Alright, so it was moon, sun, moon. Piece of cake. Alright, and I already got these, but we'll take a look at the files. Here it is. For some reason, Sigma, or perhaps the author, seems to be unnaturally obsessed with swimsuits. Why is that? Was he involved in a horrible swimsuit accident, now repressed, in his youth? Did he have a crush in high school on a girl on the swim team who put her Olympic aspirations ahead of any possible romance? Is he just a perv? The world may never know. This device can be used in an emergency to deactivate the antimatter bombs hidden throughout the facility. It doesn't really have any official name. Sometimes it's called the Designated Computer Terminal, but sometimes it's just the input device. The device has a small QWERTY keyboard beneath an LCD display. On the top is a large black cable, which can be attached to the bomb you wish to deactivate. Entering the correct password on the keyboard will stop the detonation. In a general sense, an antimatter reactor is a system that generates electricity or some other form of power from matter-antimatter reactions. This facility uses hydrogen and antihydrogen. The reactions power a turbine, which generates energy and powers everything in the facility. It looks like a gigantic octopus, but it's definitely not edible no matter how you cook it. A particular type of antimatter. Normal hydrogen atoms have one proton and one electron, but an antihydrogen atom has the opposite, one antiproton and one positron. In November 2010, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, issued a statement announcing that they had captured an antihydrogen atom. They claimed that they had gathered 38 of them, in fact, and managed to hold them in a special container for 0.2 seconds. Less than 6 months later, in June 2011, they managed to capture several more antihydrogen atoms and contain them for more than 1,000 seconds. Although the creation and storage of antimatter is still a difficult obstacle, these results suggest that antimatter reactors could someday be a possibility. TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the power of explosive devices. Specifically, explosive power is usually described by tonnage. The amount of energy 1 ton of TNT produces is approximately 4.184 gigajoules. This means that an explosive device with an output of 1 megaton generates 4.184 petajoules. TNT stands for Trinity Tallow. No, Trontitilitrin. No, Trinidad and Tobago? Ah yes, Trinotrotylene. Blah blah blah. That's it. It's one of the most common explosives, which is how it became to be a reference point. A kilogram of TNT has 4.184 megajoules of energy, but a kilogram of butter has 30 megajoules. Butter's some dangerous stuff. E equals mc squared. Einstein's famous equation, put simply, it means that energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared. It describes how much energy you'd get by annihilating matter with antimatter, a lot, but also carries the interesting implication that with enough energy, you could theoretically create matter. The amount of energy you'd get by combining 350 milligrams each of matter and antimatter. You can get this number using the equation E equals mc squared. What do you get when you convert 700 milligrams to kilograms? 7.0 times 10 to the minus fourth, 0.0007 kilograms. Then what's the speed of light? About 300,000 kilometers per second. If you convert that to meters, you get 3.0 times 10 to the eighth, or about 3 billion meters per second. And what if you square that? 9.0 times 10 to the 16th. And then if you multiply that times the original mass, you get 63 times 10 to the 12th, 63 trillion. Alright, and that's it for that. So, we want to combine that with the scanner. Turn around. Look at the screen. Huh, it changed. Huh. That's weird. This is the paper with the numbers on it, right? It's only showing 4 digits, though. Well, if we read them in the direction of the arrow, then we've got 7213. All right. And that is useful for this. This locker looks like the ones in the crew quarters. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's figure out how this works first. Okay, so we have division and multiplication this time. So it's 7312? 7213. I think that's it. 7, 2, 1, 3. Excellent. Unlocked. Good work. Now open it. What is this thing? It's pretty big. Maybe you're supposed to wear it like a crown. Why the hell would I need to do that? Well, it could be part of a machine. If it is, you probably need to attach it to something. Alright. It looks like there's something in the blue box. Let's see what it is. A compass. One leg has a needle, the other leg has a pencil. Do you think we're supposed to use this for something? Well, usually you use a compass to draw circles. Where should we draw a circle, though? On a piece of paper, I would assume. How big of a circle? I don't know. If we had an angle to set the compass to, that might help. Alright. It looks like there's something in the red box. Let's see what it is. Wow, a protractor. Haven't seen one of these in a while. You remember what they're for, right? You use them to figure out angles. There's a red line 30 degrees away from the 90-degree mark. What's it mean? Maybe it's telling you to set some angle to 30 degrees. Combine that with the compass, and there we go. We want to use that over here. The sheet has on and off written on it a bunch of times. There's a tiny hole in the middle of the paper that looks like it was made with a needle. So, I just put the compass needle in here. And you see it's where the line is drawn through. So you have on, off, off, off. We want to use that over here. Right here. Hey, I think you can move these. Oh, you're right. It says off on the top and on the bottom. Sigma? What are you doing? Don't break it. No, it wasn't me. It just fell off. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's off now, so no point crying over spilled levers. Maybe we can use it somewhere else. Like where? Alright, so we have that. And before we solve that, I'm going the wrong way here. So these clocks are part of a puzzle. So you have a red clock with 11,400 seconds. And a blue clock with 510 minutes. And so you want to convert that time into hours and minutes for this locker. This locker looks like the ones in the crew quarters. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's see here. So what you get, so for the blue one, it would be in 8 hours and 30 minutes. So we want to do 8 hours and 30 minutes. And this is 3 hours and 10 minutes. So 3, 10. There you go. You did it! It unlocked. See if you can open it. Wow, those are some intense colors. What is that thing? I think it's a root system from a tree. What? Come on, no tree has rainbow roots. I don't think it looks like that naturally. They probably painted it. It's pretty ugly. I agree. So what am I supposed to do with it? I'm sure it'd make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think I'd make it past customs. Maybe you're supposed to put it somewhere. Like, well, on that machine perhaps. Alright. But the machine is off. We need to turn it on. What's this? It's got all these pipes. Look at the black and yellow lever. It says power under it. Do you think this tubing has electrical cables in it or something? Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current. What would that accomplish? I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power lever is the source. Might as well give it a... Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself. Look at the 320. Oh. The lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. A lever. Alright, so we got one. Okay. If I just put it here. Good. There we go. So what should I do with this thing? I found a manual on the floor over there. It says that this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way. Huh. Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. So let's say you turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, then all the liquid coming from 240 will go to the left tube. Turn it all the way to the right, and it all goes to the right tube. What if you put it in the middle? Then it gets halved. Each pipe will end up with 120 instead of one getting 240. So what's the deal with the question marks? Those represent unknowns in the target values. The one with 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, while the ones with only 2 mean those are 2-digit numbers. And of course, the single question mark means that value is only a single digit. What about the one that starts with 3? Well, I would guess that means the hundredth digit has to be 3. So question mark 4 question mark means the tens digit has to be 4. And question mark 5 means the ones digit has to be 5, right? Yes, I think so. So let me see if I've got this. We need to adjust the lever so that the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom. That's correct. Once you've got all the levers set, then I think you pull down on the power lever like this. Oh, makes sense. I think that about covers it. Oh, wait, one more thing. The liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual was very specific about that. Okay, let's do this thing. Alright. This one's actually pretty easy, so you just want to get all of these to point left except for the last one, except for that one. Yes, I am a champion. Look! It turned the power on. All right. What is this thing? It's huge. I would guess it's used to analyze things. It looks like it's missing a part, though. Wait. Sigma, I think you've got the missing part right there. This? I think I could put that rainbow-colored root here. Huh. Looks like it would fit. Here we go. Nothing's happening. Hold on. It's moving. Looks like it's finally ready. But ready for what? Well, ready for you to use this, I'm guessing. This screen? Yeah, I think. Okay. So this is the last puzzle. I think I've got it. This machine is a CT scanner. You mean like from a hospital? Yes. One of those things that can take pictures of cross-section of your brain and organs and stuff. Yes. It can image things other than the human body, too. Like this root, for instance. So what we're seeing on the left is a slice of that root. I think so. What are we supposed to do then? I think trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Just start messing with it and we'll see what happens. Alright. So dragging up and down where the image of the root is displayed will allow you to scroll between layers. The bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of those circles are blank. Assign an appropriate number to each circle. The numbers you can use are displayed below the cross-section. You can move the numbers where they need to go by dragging them. Here goes nothing. Alright, so we want to move this up and you see it's 100. Now this layer, you have what is 1/4, so quarter is yellow. A fifth is red. Let me see, so 2 goes into each, so you have another fifth. No. So 3 and 10. So 3/10 and then unknown. Basically, you want to get all of these numbers, you want all the drag numbers in here so that this all totals up to 100. So we know that this is 25%. So 19 plus 6 is 25. And we have this equals 20. So now we have 45. Plus 25 is 70, with 21, which makes it 91. And to get to 100, you just need to add 9. That's it. Huh. Looks like I got it. You sure did. That's amazing. Good work. Wow, would you look at that? The color changed. I wonder. Have a look, Sigma. This is... I knew it. You've seen a password like this before, haven't you, Luna? Yes. In the AB room and the infirmary. It'll open the safe, right? Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Yes! It opened. Okay, let's get our prizes. First, we've got a map. It says floor B. The one we found in the crew quarters said floor A. So did the one in the infirmary. We came down here using an elevator, right? So that would make A the top floor. Seems weird. Don't the numbers usually count up from the bottom floor? Well, look at it this way. A for above, B for below. Why does that seem ominous? Whatever. Moving on. Our next prize is... let's see. Keycards. They have a moon on them. That means these are the moon cards the announcer was talking about. Now we can play the next AB game. They gave us 2, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll take one. That's fine with you guys, right? Sure, go for it. We've got 2 other things left. I've seen one of them before, but this one... Is it some kind of input device? It has a keyboard on it, and a cable connected to the top. We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now. And finally, the key. We can get out now. Yeah, this should unlock the exit. No more screwing around. Let's move. I wonder what this room was anyway. Oh, you didn't notice? Notice what? The thing on the other side of the glass that looks kind of like a metal octopus. I think that maybe that's an annihilation reactor. Annihilation? You mean like that bomb? Yes. The core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Fi knows a lot more than me about these things, though. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Tidbits, huh? If it is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there. Probably hydrogen and antihydrogen bumping into one another. When they do, they annihilate one another. That's where you get the name, and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass defect and... stop! Too complicated! You're saying that Octopus Thing is a machine that runs off annihilation energy, right? Well, machine is a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine, like a steam engine or an internal combustion engine, just better. All of the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus. So that would make this room. Yes, this is Mr. Octopus's control room. I guess it doesn't really matter what the octopus is at this point. We're all done with this room. All we've got to do is insert the key. Okay, let's go. Yes, let's. I agree. 3, 2, 1.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Huh? What's going on?
Maybe someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Well, why the hell would they just go and open one of the doors on their
We should
own?
get back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Right. Okay, let's go. We leaped out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover. Hey, what the hell is this? Why do you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
Clover and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see? He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kei aside and leaped through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him.